बता देना भाई। Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you on the platform of Exam4. I am Sanjay Singh Tomar, your maths mentor, and I welcome you all in this very important session what we have designed for you based on the percentages. As we have already done one session over the percentages part 1, this is going to be the percentages part 2. So please do join, and once you join, do not forget to share the session with your friends as well so that they can also join us, and ask them to share the session across the different study groups as well. So come on, do join. Then we are going to start it. Good evening, Shrivani. Very good evening. Very good evening, guys. Those who have joined, and let's begin, guys. Let's do some new problems over the percentages and some basic problems. What I feel is important for your examination. Okay, so begin from here. Okay, what is the answer of this? Come on, give me. If 30% of A is added to 40% of B, the result is 80% of B. I think it's pretty easy question, very easily doable. Pretty easy question, very easily doable. %30 of A is equal to 30% of A is added to 40% of B, and the result is 80% of B, and the result is 80% of B. Take B on one side. Take B on one side. So 30% of A is equal to 80 minus 40, that is 40% of B. 30% of A is equal to 40% of B. Percentage will get cancelled out, 0 will cancel out. That is 3A is equal to 4B. 3A is equal to 4B. What they are asking, what percentage of A is B? What do you mean by this? What percentage of A is B? Is it asking B is what percent of A, or is it asking A is what percent of B? Is it asking B is what percent of A, or it is asking A is what percent of B? Come on, tell. Which is the correct interpretation? Which is the correct interpretation? A is what percent of A, or B is what percent of, like A is what percent of B, or B is what percent of A? Is B interrogative form? Interrogative form. So it is asking about B. It is asking about B, that B is what percent of A. B is what percent of A. So you need to know what is B by A. B by A into 100 is your answer. B by A into 100 is your answer. Once you write B by A from here, B by A will come out to be 3 by 4. B by A will come out to be 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 into 100. 75% is your answer. Very good question, guys. Please do watch out and then do let me know. Please do watch out, then do let me know. So the correct interpretation was that B is what percent of A. B is what percent of A is the correct interpretation of this question. B is what percent of A is the correct interpretation of this question. Is it clear? Is it perfectly clear? Perfectly clear, guys. Great. Let's move on. Let's move on to the second question of the day. And here it is, just in front of you directly. Here it is, just in front of you directly. One 20% of A is equal to 80% of B. What is B plus A, B minus A? Write whatever is being said. 120% of A is equal to 80% of B. Percent will cancel out. 40 will simplify 2 times, 40 will simplify 3 times. You will say, sir, 3A is equal to 2B. 3A is equal to 2B. A upon B is in the ratio 2:3. A upon B is in the ratio 2:3. So in place of A, you can put 2. In place of B, you can put 3. Because they are in the ratio 2:3. So B, you can put it as 3. And A, you can put it as 2. 5 by 1, 5 is the ultimate answer. 5 by 1, 5 is the ultimate answer. Neeraj Kumar, well done. Sudeep, well done. Shrivani, well done. Cool. So just find out A upon B ratio, which is coming out to be 2:3. Put the value of A as 2, B as 3, and you will eventually get to your answer. You will eventually get to your answer. Okay, let's move on. Quickly share it as well across different study groups to your friends as well. X percent of A is equal to Y percent of B, then Z percent of B is equal to what? X percent of A is equal to Y percent of B, then Z percent of B is equal to what? X percent of A is equal to Y percent of B. On the opposite side of equal to, we can cancel out things. Yeah. On the opposite side of equal to, we can cancel out things. Percentage of will cancel out percentage of. So XA is equal to YB. Or you can say B is equal to XA upon Y. On the opposite side of equal to, we can cancel out the things. So B is equal to XA upon Y. What is the question? The question is find out Z percent of B. Z percent of B. and B already we know as XA upon Y. Okay. Of means multiplications. Of means multiplication. So you can take these things here as well, and you can take these things here as well, interchangeable. Yeah. 2 into 3 is same as 3 into 2. Got it? 2 into 3 is same as 3 into 2. So you can like transfer to each other, guys. You can transfer to each other to make this condition, to make this condition. So I'm taking X before of. So I can say ZX upon Y. I've taken this before of. ZXY by percent of A is my answer. 2. Watch out. 2 into 3 is same as 3 into 2. So of means multiplication. We can like change out these things. Clear? Clear? Well done, Sudeep. Let's move on to the next question. X percent of Y percent of 80 is same as 25% of 900. What is the value of XY? Pretty easily doable. Pretty easily doable. X percent of Y percent of 80 is same as 25% of 900. What is the value of X into Y? X percent is X by 100. Of means multiplication. Y percent means Y by 100. Of means multiplication. Of 80 is equal to 25%, 25 by 100 of 90. Of 90. Go. 4 times, 5 times. 4 times, 5 times. So XY is coming out to be 5 into 25 into 90 divided by 4. 5 into 25 into 90 divided by 4. 5 into 25 into 90 divided by 4. When you will simplify, it will simplify 5 times, it will simplify 2 times. Okay? So, now the choice is yours, how you want to do this multiplication. Now the choice is yours, how you want to do this multiplication. I'm going for one way. Let's see what I'm going for. I'm writing 10 as 5 as 10 by 2. I'm writing 25 as 100 by 4. Yeah. Then 45 is there, 2 is there. Now I will simplify each and everything. It is 22.5. Then it will become 11.25, and then it will become 4 2 ja 8. After 8, guys, 32. 4 8 ja 32. Then 4 1 ja 1. 2.81 into 1000. So 28125 is the answer. Have you seen this way of calculation? Guys, have you seen this way of calculation, what I have done? Here I have written 5 as 10 by 2 and 25 as 100 by 4. I can write 125 as 1000 by 8, and I can write 625 as 10,000 by 16. Please do watch out these things. Yeah, please do watch out these things. I have written 5 as 10 by 2. I have written 25 as 100 by 4. I have written 125 as 1000 by 8, and 625 as I can write 10,000 by 16 as well. For my simplifications, for the better calculations, okay. Okay. This is looking pretty doable, pretty easy. Pretty doable, pretty easy, yeah. What is the point to be learned from here? The point to be learned from here is that a percentage can cancel out two zeros. A percentage can simplify two zeros. A percentage can simplify two zero, like 0.08% of 120% of 50,000. So what did I just said? I said a percentage can simplify two zero. Okay. So one percentage can cancel out two zero. Another percentage can cancel out two more zero. So it's a direct multiplication now. It's a direct multiplication of 0.08 into 120 into 5 into 5. If you want to simplify it, make it 100. 5 times, 6 times, 5 times, 48. Only the game of decimals, counting. That whether you give it 480, whether you give it 4.8, whether you give it 48, or whether you give it 4800, that was the ultimate point to be noted down. Percentage cancel out two zeros. One percentage cancel out two zeros. So this percentage has cancelled out these two zero, and this percentage has cancelled out these two zero. Now it's a direct multiplication. Let's move on to the next question. Eighteen seconds is 18 seconds is what percentage of 15 hour? Eighteen second is what percentage of 15 hour? Okay, what are the few things to be noted down over here is that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So, if you multiply them, things on the opposite side will get cancelled out. So, you can say 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60, 3600 seconds. 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. So 18 seconds is how much percentage of 15 hour? So 18 seconds is how much percentage of 15 hours? So 18 seconds upon 15 hour into 100. We need to find out this. 18 second upon 15 hour into 100. We need to find out this. So 18 second, 15 hour, 1 hour is 3600 seconds into 100. Second will cancel out. This will also cancel out. This will also cancel out 2 times. 1 by 30 percentage is the answer. 1 by 30 percentage is the answer. So it is only 1 by 30 percentage. Option number B. Please do watch out. Any issues, do let me know. Note down this important informations. Noted down these important informations. Clear? Absolutely clear. Any issues, any concerns whatsoever? Any issues, any concerns whatsoever? Okay. To convert a fraction into percentage, we need to multiply by 100. To convert a fraction, this was a fraction. If I want to convert into percentage, I need to multiply it by 100. So I multiplied it by 100. After multiplying by 100, it has become percentage. So after multiplying by 100, it has become percentage. You find it out, it comes out to be 1 by 30%. 140 gram is what percentage of 5.6 kg? That we will do it fast. This we will do it fast. 140 gram, 5.6 kg is 5.6 into 1000 gram into 100. You want to convert into percentage, so multiply by 100. You want to convert into percentage, so multiply by 100. 1, 2, 3, everything gone. 14 by 5.6, which is coming out to be 10 by 4%, 2.5%. Which is coming out to be 10 by 4, that is 2.5%. So 2.5% is the answer for this one. What would be the percentage reduction in the number of letters? Okay, is it audible now? Is it audible now? Shreep, is it audible now? Shrivani? Hello, 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 hello. There is a reduction of, okay, there is a reduction of one letter over here, and there is a reduction of one letter over here. There is a reduction of one letter over here, and there is a reduction of one letter over here. So in total there is a reduction of two letters. In total there is a reduction of two letters over the total letters of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So reduction of 2 over 10, 20% reduction. Is it problem? Is it now perfect? Is the solution is clear? What is the sound issues coming again and again, huh? Reduction of one letter, reduction of two letter. So reduction of two letters over the initial letters of 10. Over the initial letters of 10. Okay. 2 by 10 into 100, 20% reduction. Next. Next. Where is X here? Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. There is no X over here, na? There is no X over here. Skip it. Skip. Next. 5% of A is equal to B, then B percent of 20 is same as what? 5% of A is equal to B, then B percent of 20 is equal to what? 5% of A is equal to B, then B percent of 20 is equal to what? The logic is, the logic is, the logic is that B percent of A is same as A percent of B. B percent of A is same as A percent of B. Like 70% of 3 is same as 3% of 70. So whatever you use, whatever you find it more convenient, you can like calculate from that end. You can calculate from that end, whatever you find it more convenient. Okay. So B percent of 20, I can read it as a 20% of B. I can read it as 20% of B. So B percent of 20 is basically 20% of B. So what is the given information? That 5% of A is equal to B. I want you to find out 20% of B. I want you to find out 20% of B. So take 20% on both sides. Take 20% on both sides. Take 20% on both sides. So 20% of B is equal to 20% of 5% of A. Take 20% on both sides. Take 20% on both sides, it will return to this. Now, you can take them in a multiplication. You can take them in a multiplication. So, you can take it in a multiplication, guys. Now, look at the options. What are the options you are looking for? What are the options you are looking for? 20% is 1 by 5. 5% is 5 by 100 of A. So basically the answer is A upon 100. Basically the answer is A upon 100. Is A upon 100 possible from here? Is A upon 100 possible from here? No. Is A upon 100 possible from here? No. Is A upon 100 possible from here? No. Is A upon 100 possible from here? Yes. Watch out. Watch out. Now, if you want to go very highly non this way, then I would recommend to write it as just see with me a bit technical. This is 100, 25 ja 100, 100 into double percentage, 100 into double percentage. Very technical, guys. I am taking it. Just see with me. 100 into double percentage. You know 1%. You know 1% cancel out 20. So 1% will cancel out 20. So answer is percentage of A. Answer is percentage of A. Answer is percentage of A. It is 10% of A. It is 10% of A. See with me. 10% of A. It is 2.5% of A. It is 25% of A. It is percent of A. Have you observed it? Have you observed it? Have you observed it? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Let's move on. Let's move on. In an office, 40% of the staff is female, okay? 70% of the female staff and 50% of the male staff are married. Okay. Obviously, not to each other, yeah? Not to each other. Outside the office. They are married outside the office. So, out of 100, 40 are female. 75% of females, that is 28, are married. 28 are married. And 50% of the male, how much remaining after 40? 60 remaining. 50% of 60, that is 30, are married. So total married are 58. So remaining 42 are unmarried. Remaining 42 are unmarried. Out of 100, 40 are females. So remaining 60 are males. Out of 40 females, 70% are married. And out of 60 males, 50% are married. So married are 58, unmarried are 42. So 42% are unmarried. Next. Looking a decent problem, looking a very, very good problem. On decreasing 120 by x percent, on decreasing 120 by x percent, give the same result at increasing 40 by x percent. Give the same result as increasing 40 by x percent. Then x percent of 210 is what percent less than x plus 20% of 180. How can you increase any number by x percent? The way to increase any number by x percent is like when you increase 100 by x percent, it will become 100 plus x. When you increase 100 by x percent, it will become 100 plus x. So 1 will become 100 plus x upon 100. So 1 will become 100 plus x over 100. So this is the way to increase the number by x percent. This is the way to increase the number by x percent. So when you want to increase 120 by x percent, so now the 120 will become 120 into 100 plus x over 100. Is it logic clear for the long time? Is this logic clear for the long time now? What is the way to increase any number by x percent is multiplying that number by 100 plus x over 100. Multiplying that number by 100 plus x over 100. This is the way to increase the number by x percent. So 120 into 100 plus x over 100. Is same as decreasing, bacha. It's decreasing. So I should be changing the sign. I should be decreasing. That is, I was like explaining you. So till here it is same. Yeah. Till here, this is the logic which I was explaining you. Yeah. Now after this, the question will. After this, we will do the question. On decreasing 120 by x percent. So if the way of increasing is 100 plus x by 100, the way of decreasing would be 100 minus x over 100. 100 minus x over 100. This is how we will decrease 120 by x percent. Is same as increasing the 40 by x percent. 100 plus x over 100. Would you be able to write this equation directly now onwards? This is decreasing by x percent. This is increasing by x percent. Decreasing by x percent, increasing by x percent. 300 minus 3x is equal to 300 minus 3x is equal to 100 plus x. Take this over here. 200 is equal to 4x. X comes out to be 50. X comes out to be 50. X comes out to be 50. One part of the question is done. One part of the question is done. This was logic. This was logic. Now the second part of the system is, if x is 50, then 50% of 210, 50% of 210 is how much less than 50 plus 2, 70% of 180. 50% of 210, 50% of 210, 50% of 210 is how much percentage less than 70% of 180. So convert them in the ratios, it will become much easier. Convert them in the ratios, it will become much easier. 30 and this is 6 times, 5 by 6. So 5 by 6. Basically 5 is how much less than 6? Basically 5 is how much less than 6? It is asking 5 is how much less than 6? So you will say, sir, 5 is 1 less than 6 into 100. Answer. Very, very smart. Like we have shorted the problem a lot. We have shorted the problem a lot. Please identify this. Please identify this. Look at this. Look at these steps, guys. Step 1, step 2. Okay. So 50% of 210 is how much less than 70% of 180. So you write down their ratio. 50% of 210 is what percentage of 70% of 180? You simplified it, you get it 5 by 6. So now you want to see that 5 is how much less than C? 5 is how much less than C? 5 is 1 less than 6. So 1 by 6 into 100, 16.23 by percent is the answer. Perfect, hai? Perfect. Correct. So can we keep it till here only? Can we keep it till here only, guys? Yeah. So, okay, let's do this question as well. Let's do this question as well. Then after this, we will leave the class. After this, we will leave the class. X percent of y is known, y percent of z is known. What is the relation between x and z? X percent of y is known, y percent of z is known. What is the relation between y and z? X percent of y is known. and y percent of z is also known. I want to connect x and z. I want to connect x and z. If I want to connect x and z, can I say I want to eliminate y? If I want to connect x and z, can I say I want to eliminate y? So what is the best way of eliminating y? Divide. What is the best way of eliminating y? Divide. Percentage of y will cancel out. XYZ is equal to 1 by 2. XYZ is equal to 1 by 2, or you can say Z is equal to 2x. Watch out. Saj. Oh, what is the error you have done? Guys, what is the error you have done? X percent of y is equal to 150. Y percent of z is equal to 300. I divided them. Percentage of y have cancelled out each other. So x upon z is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. So z is equal to 2x. Z is equal to 2x. Z is equal to 2x. Which is option number D. What? What? X percent of y is known, y percent of z is known. I take up their division. Y has cancelled out, percentages cancel out. X upon z is equal to 1 by 2. You can say, sir, z is equal to 2x. Got it? Got it? Chalo. All the very best. There were some very important questions in the last. Please do take a guys good revision of the session. And again, follow this thing that you have to download the Exampur official app. You have to download the Exampur official app, guys, with the Play Store. Yeah, with the Play Store, because very soon we are going to bring a lot of things over there as well. Yeah. So in the next sessions, we are going to begin from here. Please make sure, guys, you revise the session very well. If you like the session, do not forget to press the like button below it, and do subscribe to our channel, guys. Do subscribe to our channel and follow us regularly for the best and better results. See you soon, guys, in the next session. Till then, take care of yourself. Have a great time.